You know the saying, you can't always get what you want? I think I actually did get it. So welcome to the back of the Jeep for some fine cuisine dining back here. Still not playing this weekend, dressed to play for other reasons entirely. But I'm still waiting for some more of the green stuff to actually come onto the trees. That'd be nice, but that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about what we're here to do. So the premise of the entire series, you're out at the paintball field, and for whatever reason, you can't stop and you can't leave the field and go get something to eat. You know, it's going to be too long. By the time you go out and back, you'll be missing a lot of playtime. There's a lot of other reasons. You can't find your way back to the field. Not as much a problem now as it used to be. Now, normally I'd say, well, you could normally brown bag it, but in this case, we're boxing it. Now, I've been made aware of this by a lot of people who asked me specifically for this, and I finally found them, and I'm going to get to that in a little while. But this is something I've been wanting the last time during one of the meals I did. I said, whatever happened to meat and potatoes? There it is right there. And this has all of the stuff that you're going to need inside the box here, so we're going to start this from the unboxing and go from there. Now, the instructions on the back are very specific on what you're supposed to do, so we're going to follow the instructions directly. But let's see what's in here. Nice, easy open tear box. So I'll just start with the one that's easiest to grab. I've got a bag with the a spoon, napkins, and seasoners. Not bad. We've got the heater unit. A little different looking than the other ones. This one actually has some tape on it, but according to the back, that tape comes important. We'll get to that in just a moment too. According to food heater bag, oh, salt water. Okay, this is 2 ounces of salt water, and that's for the heater. And of course, the meal itself. No messing around this one, guys. This one's pretty basic. So let's see here. Oh, tear here. There's a nice big thing that says tear here. They're making this nice and easy. Not sure if I know how to deal with something that's actually simple to use. Fits in just like this. All right. Oh, I see what that is. They glued the heater pad. They glued the heater pad right onto the bag, so the heater pad's not moving. And there's also a thing on the heater pad over here that says do not eat. I still want to know who the guy was. Who was the guy who said, hey, that looks delicious? So I am not going to drink this. I'm not going to try this because it is salt water. Salt water is not good for you. So when I start this is going to have to go pretty fast. This ought to be interesting. And that's all the salt water in there. I have a feeling I'm going to regret putting it on my leg, and I am. Wow, that's already. That's some pretty powerful stuff right there. It sounds like it's boiling in there. It's not, but it sounds like it. Let's see if I can have you guys hear this. Wow. That's hot. Now you guys get to watch this amazing transition as I fast forward 10 minutes. Okay, that's almost done, but before I take that out, I want to kind of point out something here. Some of you guys who are used to the other meals might be noticing something's missing, like a drink. That's because this is not a military-style MRE. This is more of a civilian kind of emergency kind of thing. Of course, that's why you got to bring your own, and that's just kind of a bad idea with anything as far as for MRE is concerned. Bring your own water, always. Even handier too is if you have a container that has measuring on the side of it, that makes it a heck of a lot easier because sometimes you'll get ingredients that say, oh, just add 6 ounces of water. What is 6 ounces? I can figure that out using this gauge over here. This would also be the point where I would start taking stuff out of the condiment bag, but there's really not much here. Woohoo, a moist towelette. There's directions on it. Directions. Tear open packet, unfold, and use. Use how? I don't know how to use a moist towelette. Oh my gosh, is there a phone number? Is there an emergency phone number I can call? Oh my gosh, I don't know how to deal. I have no idea what to do with a moist towelette. How do I use it? How do I use it? Of course. Geez. Welcome to America, the only place where you have to have instructions on a toothpick. I'm not quite anticipating the tomatoes that they promise on the box, but hey, I could be surprised. Okay, it's been waited a little longer than probably should have, but wanted to get it thoroughly warmed up. And I've got this precarious on my lap here because this is still kind of a warm heater. It's kind of the puzzling thing of taking this out of a warm heater. Okay, and that's gonna be that. All right. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I'm fully expecting to get my fingers steamed off when I do this. Okay, it's not as... you can kind of see it's steaming a little bit. I don't know if that's showing up on camera or not, but we'll figure it out later. Okay, the first thing it's hitting me is a smell. It has a watery soup kind of smell to it, like really cheap soup. It does kind of have a soupy consistency inside of the tray. No wonder they give you a spoon. This looks nothing like the box. So don't believe the box. Alright, so let me get some of the juice off of that so I can actually do this without spilling. There we go. One big chunk of beef. I would venture to call this good. The beef itself is... actually, it does kind of remind me a lot of soup now that I think about it. It doesn't really have that much of a flavor to itself. That might change if I go with the... if I put a little more sauce into it. So, no, the sauce really doesn't add that much, but it's good. It's not like, you know, 5-star quality here, but it still is quite good. And before we get any further, I should try the potatoes. Wow, that's solid. If I dug into the potatoes, and it actually left a solid chunk in there, so these are some solid potatoes. Mashed potatoes, yeah. Mashed potatoes that taste like they've been marinating for the past year and change. So that's good. I mean, that's quite good, actually. This is actually pretty good for MRE style food, of meant to be sitting on a shelf for years and years. But I'm going to get to that in just a minute here. But yeah, this is quite good. The only regret that I wish I had some sides, like some bread or something like that, because you know, with this much gravy, you need some bread, you know, something like that. But yeah, this is definitely eat the whole thing worthy. Seriously, not bad. Really, really good stuff. So let's talk about the meal itself here. Now, the heater meal that I've just eaten here, compared to other MREs, this is pretty much a lightweight. According to the nutrition facts, it only has 320 calories. Show you right there, 320 calories in that meal itself. Now, when you compare that to other MREs, this is a lightweight. The other thing, like I said, it's only just the entree in this particular meal. Now, however, that being said, you can see down there, they do have what they call the Heater Meal Plus that has everything in it. Now, I could not find that, so what I'm reviewing is pretty much this right over here. Now, how about the cost? The cost of this, I bought this at a truck stop, which actually kind of feeds into the where to get it and the cost. I bought this at a truck stop in the middle of Wisconsin for about $5 or so. It might have been like $5.50. So right there, you're getting an okay value for your money. But it kind of had a soupy kind of taste to it too. You can probably get the same kind of thing if you go with a can of soup or something like that. But the advantage to this is that it does have the heater pack, so you can heat this up pretty much anywhere. As far as a paintball meal goes, I would actually recommend it. It is pretty good. If you're looking for something that's a light kind of a midday lunchy kind of thing, and you don't want to weigh yourself down, this is not going to be a bad option. This could work out pretty well. Now, the other thing, and I've actually read a lot of stories of people who have done this, what they'll do is they'll buy a case of these things and then throw 2 or 3 in the trunk of their car for emergency purposes. That wouldn't be a bad application for this either, because it's fairly small. It'll fit in a little nook and cranny of the trunk of your car, and you'll just know that it's there. So not terribly bad. So overall, yeah, if you're looking for a light meal that's pretty okay for the money. I'm not going to say that it's the best deal for your money, but pretty okay for the money. Yeah, heater meal's not a bad idea. So we'll call that one a lunch break. I'm just going to clean up all this stuff. So thank you guys for watching. If you like the show, comment down below, favorite it, subscribe to the channel if you want to, and most of all, share this with your buds. Let them take a look at this. And if you've got any other recommendations, what you'd like to see me do on a lunch break, let me know. Tear open packet. Open, unfold, and use. Oh, that's how you're supposed to use it.